So lately I've been doing a lot of budget climbing and crawling vehicles, and they've been all right. But this one right here, this one is special. So this is the LDRC 18401, but not this one right here. This is the Pro Edition. So what makes this a Pro Edition? That's a good question, and they don't put the answer on this box. So let's get this thing open. But I will say that this crawler is only like $75 to $80, and it's a bargain. And why is that? Well, for starters, this RC is brushless, but not only is it brushless, it has an all-in-one FOC. So it has really good throttle modulation. But before we get into all that, let's just go over what you get with this Range Rover. Get some manuals, USB charger, some tools, trim that we're gonna put on, decals for the body, mirrors for the mirrors, and a transmitter. So this is my first LDRC, and I gotta say, this transmitter right here gives me some JDM vibes. You have a nice thumbstick on the wheel. It's also cushioned, and this looks like a cool 3-piece wheel on here. I like the look of that. So for your buttons on this transmitter, we have our light control, which is A, speed control, which is B, and C says servo phase, so maybe that's like a reverse switch for the steering servo. And then we have the steering dual rate and trim down there, along with the on and off button. So pretty nice transmitter. I really like this. All right, so I went ahead and slapped the trim and some decals on this Range Rover. So I did the decals on this side, but this side I left clean because I do like a clean look as well. And I have to say, I'm not really a Range Rover person. I'm more of a Discovery type of person, but after this RC, I think I like Range Rovers because check out the suspension on this. It is like a boat. Has plenty of flex too. Let me get on this side. Yeah, look at all that flex. Wow. So this thing is pretty dialed. Has a good amount of flex. The shocks are not oil filled, or at least I don't think they are. They do feel dry. So yeah, definitely not oil filled. But man, they have a lot of flex, and the tires are like super soft and they feel super grippy. So this thing is pretty dialed, but I definitely have absolutely no clue how to get to the battery. So I tried to open the hood doesn't open. So I'm assuming that you have to take the body off because you can't open the doors, you can't open the hood. And the only other thing I can think of is you gotta take the body off. So let's just check underneath. You can see that this has metal drive shafts. Then you see that suspension right there. Then their servo is right there. But I'm definitely still trying to figure out how to take this body off. It should be easy because you gotta, replace the battery, but I really don't know. For starters, I'm gonna unscrew this screw right here because this looks like a little latch right here. So maybe if I unscrew this screw, you can then take the body off. I'm not sure. Oh, yep, there we go. All right. So that's not too bad, just one screw, but then I feel a whole bunch of wires. Oh yeah, so you gotta watch out with the wires. And that gives you an awesome overview of this chassis. So you have the servo right there, and then we have our brushless FOC all-in-one. So the ESC is part of this unit and everything. That is really nice. You can see the little control board for the motor right there. And yeah, this is a pretty cool unit, I gotta say. I can't wait to fire it up and see how it does. Let's just check the battery size here. So the battery included is a 500 milliamp hour 2S battery. Here's a look of those super long shocks that have a lot of travel. Those are pretty nice. Then we have the light controller for the body there. A little overview of the body. We have some splash guards. So yeah, this is a really nice RC for the money, I gotta say. All right, let's turn the truck on. See how it starts up. Steering's kind of weak. Oh, that's why, because the steering dual rate was turned all the way down. There we go, that was a lot better. Actually, I can dial it back a little bit. That was a little too harsh. There we go. Let's see if there's any light controls. Gonna hold down A. See, we got a hazard light. Let's hold it down again. Just hazard. check how it sounds. Ooh, it's a little loud. Wow, yeah, that's a little loud. But there you go. That's the FOC working right there. I'm barely on the trigger. But yeah, it's a little notchy. Let's give it a tire test and we'll go from there. Wow, that is impressive so far. I'm just holding the throttle steady. That's nice. Yeah, it is a little notchy, but it is what it is. Oh, wait, there we go. So I borrowed a cutting board from the kitchen. Let's see if we can crawl up it. See how good this system really is. Dude, look at that. That is awesome. Bam. Whoa. That is really nice. Not bad for 70 bucks. All right, one more. A little bit tougher, but I think we got this. As long as the rear bumper doesn't scrape, we should make it up right here. Coming in at an angle first. Nice. Oh, we are hung up. Nope. Nice. Straight up, baby. The front tire is in the air. That is impressive. Straight up. Touchdown. Oh, we're still going up the car up there. Oh! But yeah, that's all I got for this one today. I did try to run this outside, but unfortunately because of its size and these tires, even though they're soft and squishy, they don't have really a lot of grip to run outside in the snow. So I tried and unfortunately it was useless. But overall, for 75, 80 bucks, this is a really good crawler for your money, especially with that FOC brushless setup. Man, that is really nice. I wish the drivetrain was a little bit less tight and notchy, but it is all metal, so it should be pretty strong. But I do plan on making more content with this RC because I think it's a really good bang for your buck. And if you know any wheels and tires that fits this thing without having to chop up like the front bumper and whatnot, please comment down below, let me know. And yeah, see you on the next one.